Yo, what's going on? I'm Frank the Man. I'm a barber and a cosmetologist. Thanks for clicking on this video. Today we're going to be doing an Avengers tutorial. Here's a fun fact. I've never seen the movie The Avengers. None of them. I'm sure there's a lot of them. I've never seen it. Why am I doing an Avengers thing if I'm not even a fan? Because I was chilling at the barbershop, right? Posted. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling. Right? Next thing you know, a little homegirl. It's been a minute since I've seen homegirl too. I only cut her hair one time. Very beautiful little girl, you know, came in and she had like lost. As a matter of fact, roll the clip. Dope, right? So that's what I did to her. And this time she finally came back like a year later, right? Or 6 months later, right? That's besides the point. So I asked her, what do you want to do? And she was like, well, I want this. And she showed me an Avengers logo. And I was like, wow. I was like, I've never even thought of doing that. Let's do it. Yeah, we're going to be doing an Avengers tutorial hair design. Everyone's excited for the movie, right? As am I. I'm actually going to go watch it. So that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm probably gonna get slated in the comments, bro. You can't watch something because you don't even know nothing about it. Yeah, but I mean, hey, why not? So let's go ahead and get started. I shut up already, right? That was too much story time. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. I make videos every week, and this is my new one about the Avengers hair tutorial. Let's get it. All right, guys, let's get this tutorial popping. Alright, so here we go. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and just start wrapping her hair, getting it out of our way. We don't need any of this hair. Then I grab the 1.5 because I always feel like that's the right number to cut the hair down to, so we can go ahead and start doing any design. I guess it's safe to say 2, but usually I always go down to a 1.5 because the hair is still too bulky, you know, and that's what enhancements are for. We can go ahead and enhance that, you know, after you feel like it's not dark enough. And right here, what I'm doing, guys, is I'm going all the way to where I parted the hair at, and I'm cutting it. I'm not touching it, but rather I am cutting it all the way to up there. And I realized, I don't know why I wrapped her hair the way I did, but I went ahead and just took it off and put it in a ponytail, which is originally what I should have done from the go. You know what I'm saying? Don't know why I did that. Now you can actually see the part now. All right, here we go. Bulking it off, taking it all off. And also be very careful when you're going all the way to the hair. The last thing you want to do is cut that off. Alright, so here we go. Let's get it. I went in there initially. This was off camera. You know, I could tell you guys I didn't, but I did. There's a blue little ink pen there you can see. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I did that is because I don't trust myself, to be honest. So that you could see it here more. I went in there with a pen and I marked it. And this is what I'm doing. I'm doing that Avengers logo here. But you already know that because, you know, you clicked on the thumbnail and you've seen that. I like using slim lines for the simple fact that, you know, they're cordless. There's really no other reason why. I mean, in the hitters, I guess, you know. Any clip is a hit as long as you adjust them. My center for the entire design. My lines are based off of that triangle there. Alright, and all I'm doing now is I'm going back, and you see me going from the left to the right, from the left to the right side. Reason why is because it was hard, yo. It was hard to like not block the camera and try to do this damn line, you know what I'm saying? And now what I'm doing is that once you make your lines, go ahead and make them thicker. I first hit the top of the lines, I'm hitting the bottom of the lines. And by that I mean I'm just flipping the trimmer over. Alright, so here we go, look, check it out. The A is already set in stone, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and make this circle now. Now, before I make this circle, y'all, alright? Mind you, I'm going based off of my vision, you know what I'm saying? You could only do a perfect circle if you are a serial killer or a sociopath, either or. That's a fact, look it up. You can only make a perfect circle if you are a serial killer. So I don't want to hear nothing about, hey bro, the circle ain't perfect. Well, you do it. You do it, and I want you to show me and tag me in your picture. How about that? But anyways, that was just for a little something for the haters. Yeah, I'm making the circle here, you guys. I'm making it really nice and like just barely faint, you know? And then now I'm gonna go ahead and start going in more and making it thicker. I'm hitting that bottom line. I first hit the top line, I'm gonna hit the bottom line. And now I'm creating a second line. Notice I'm using the corners of my trimmer. And the reason why I'm doing that is because it's a circle. You don't want to use the entire thing, you know? You might mess around and make a whole square. So notice the lines are very thin at first. But whenever you're doing designs, make sure your lines are as thick, or like as thick as you want them to be. Make sure they're not fragile and thin, you know? Because if it is like that, then essentially the design's not really gonna pop out. And everything I'm doing here, you guys, is like is very calculated, you know? Obviously, I'm making sure that every line is as symmetrical as possible. I'm telling her, hey, let's take a little break, because, you know, having your neck down like that just put a lot of strain on your neck. We took a little 2-3 minute break. So boom, there we go. You saw what I did right there? I use my blade as a guide to go ahead and put that little line there. All right, now we're gonna do the same thing. Boom, hit the blade as a guide. Boom, now all we gotta do is connect them. Bam, 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 bam. Using my corner, also using my middle finger as like a base to go ahead and like and round off the trimmer. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could show you, but I have my middle finger on her head, and I'm kind of just like having that as a base there to make sure that I don't move or mess up. Again, using that blade as a guide to create my next line. Trying to make it as accurate and symmetrical as possible. Mind you, you're human, you know, you're trying to do this. If you're gonna take my challenge and it doesn't come out as good, or if it comes out better than me, hey, I salute you. And if it doesn't come out better than me, then I definitely don't blame you, you know, because we're humans, you know, we're not. And also, I hope you don't make a perfect circle, because that would mean you are a sociopath or a serial killer. And I hope a serial killer or a sociopath isn't watching this, and for sure isn't one of my subscribers. So here we go, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and start balding what I don't need, taking all that bulk off, you know? All right, boom. Notice I'm not going straight in there. I'm kind of just hitting the corners, and then I'm finally gonna go in there and start taking everything out. And the reason why I do that is because it's scary. What if you're trying to bulk and you cut too much off and boom, game over, you know? And real quick, I guess this is an Avengers thing, right? So you can talk about the Avengers. I wish I could give you guys some more insight, my input on the Avengers. I will say this, Deadpool is my favorite Marvel character. I heard he's not even an Avenger. Boy, if you don't, I guess, you know, the Hulk is dope too. And Thor is gangster as well. So you know what I'm saying? That's what I rock with, you know? I grab my shave and I'm just balding all of this out. Actually keep that darkness there, that patch of hair there, and I'm gonna go ahead and actually do my little razzle dazzle to it and then blend it out. I dropped the lever all the way down and created a second guideline. So right now it's 0.5. When the lever is down, it's 0.5 or a half. Gonna hit that up a little bit more. They're gonna hit it up a little bit more with the other trimmer. This one isn't as zero gap as a slim line. And the other one that I grabbed, by the way, was a wall hero. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start playing with that lever and fading it out. Gonna put a 1 on there, but notice I'm using the corners, because mind you, that's all I need in order to fade. Rather in this situation, since it's such a small little gap. And then now what I'm doing is I'm thickening those lines, making sure that they're a lot straighter than how they were before. I grabbed some gel. Only time I ever use gel is when I do designs. I'm gonna be real with you, I don't really like gel, you guys. The reason why I don't like gel is because you've heard me say it before, nothing cold to me feels good on the skin. So why on earth would I put it on my clients? You know what I'm saying? I use hot shaving cream, which is called, you know, aka hot lather. And like, you know, that's classic barbering right there, and that's why I use it, you know, except for designs. It gets too dry too quick. Every time you're doing a design, make sure you're always pulling the skin, always. This is what prevents you from cutting your client. Endgame comes out, what's today? Today is Tuesday. Endgame comes out in a few days, you guys. Today's Tuesday, is coming out this Saturday. Today is the 23rd. I am excited, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go watch it with my little brothers and my fiance. We about to turn up, probably sneak some tacos, some In-N-Out, or some Slurpees, maybe some Fungies inside her purse. You know, we do it all the time. And you know what I'm saying? And a funny story, I got a story one day. Oh, and what I'm gonna do right now actually is I'm gonna go ahead and start fading this out. But pretty much one day, man, I tripped out on somebody for checking my girl's bag, you know? And I was like, yo, what are you doing? You can't be checking her bag. Then I realized they actually could, you know, we're here at their establishment, they could do whatever they want. And the way things are nowadays, oh man, you know, you want people to check your bags now, you know what I'm saying? People be shooting up theaters, schools, mosques, damn churches, people be tripping, you know? But yeah, man, we about to pull up in there with some tacos or, you know, definitely some munchies. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe, yo. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like this video. Drop some comments in there. I'm sure you're gonna slander me for not knowing, or rather watching the Avengers, any of the prior movies. And let me know why I should watch the prior movies, you know. They're long. That's probably the main reason why I've never watched them. But they look gangster, they look dope, you know, superheroes busting shit up, you know, that looks dope to me. All I'm doing right here is a basic fade, guys. There's that darkness is a 1.5. Remember, that's what we originally created. And all I'm doing is I'm trigger playing. I'm going ahead and just fading this out here, creating guidelines just like anything else. Just like anything else. That other side is faded, right? I drop the lever, creating a second guideline. And notice I'm fading against the hair. And by against the hair, I mean like literally, if I see the hair is going down, I'm fading up. And if I see if it's coming diagonally, I'm cutting diagonally across it to make sure that I'm cutting the hair and essentially fading the hair out. And then you see that little line in between the triangle inside the A? I kind of just threw that in there. Why? I don't know. I kind of felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was the wave at the moment. Hey man, but I do want to say I appreciate you guys. This pretty much concludes our video. It was a very simple, nice design. I'm glad that she walked in on some, you know, just totally random and said, hey Frank, I'd like to go ahead and get this design. She said, I want Avengers. And I was tripping because I was like, damn, what you mean, like the entire font? And she's like, nah, just this. And I'm glad she said that, you know. So here it is, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you for sticking all the way through, y'all. Peace.